Welcome back, paddlers. I'm Lex the Paddling Dutchman. And last weekend, finally, we got to do some paddling again. Martijn, Alex and I, we went back to Hardenberg, the same man-made track that we were, I think it's already like 5 weeks ago. And we did some more practicing. Now, it was actually super cold this weekend. It was, I think, only about 2 degrees, which is, I don't know how much Fahrenheit. But that was a great way to test out my winter gear, of which I will be doing a video next week. Now, if you want to see that video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you know when it gets up. And also like this video if you like it. And now let's get into some practice. So last time we were at Hardenberg, the water level was around 60 centimeters. And when we drove up there, we sort of walked up and checked it out and it looked all fine. But when we finally got into our boats and got close, we saw that the water was super low. And when we got back to the top, there's like this gauge and it only showed around 30 to 20 centimeters of water, which changed the whole track. If you look at like the big drop at the end and you compare it to like what it was the last time and what it was right now, you see there's a big difference. So what we decided to do before we got in some practice is paddle up the fish ladder. And I googled that word because in Dutch we call it a vistrap, but fish ladder seems like a pretty literal translation. So leave a comment below if it's really called a fish ladder or if it's just a really dumb translation. Nevertheless, we tried to paddle up it, and that was easier said than done.
Everybody out in the world, stop messing around. Calling all you freaks and nerds, you're just missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain. My sister's living the dream. But everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went right.
Yeah!
Alex and I had some really difficulty just getting up like the first step up, and it was like plowing through and just paddling, but you couldn't really paddle because your paddle would get stuck behind the log of the fish ladder, and it was like overall we were almost getting ready to get out. Then I figured out like the golden way to do it.
Ja, dat kan natuurlijk ook houden.
Nee, zo moet het.
Dat is hem.
Now, you might call it cheating, but I say whatever works, works. So we got up the fish ladder in the end using this awesome technique.
Nope, proven techniek.
I even got out at one point trying to help Alex and I almost fell into the water.
Oh, well, that was dumb.
Which was good fun. In the end, it took us about, 1.5 hours to get up, which was a little bit more time than we anticipated on using to get up. But it was good fun, and you couldn't say that we were still cold when we got to the top. Then after lunch it was time to do some well-needed practice. Now, with the water being this low, that actually meant that a lot of the features like changed. And so the feature that we played in most the last time, which was sort of the first big wave, it wasn't really there this time. So what we did instead is we went all the way down to the track and played in what used to be like the giant drop off, which was now sort of medium, but actually it was a great step up to what we did previously, and so we got in some really good practice. feel what the water did to your boat, which was kind of good.
Okay. Okay.
In the end, it was a great learning experience, and even with the low water, you still had something to do, and we still feel like we got something out of it this time. Unfortunately, at the end, Martijn got a little bit sick, so we took off and drove all the way home. As we all know, holidays are coming up. It's getting colder and colder out here. The water temperatures are getting colder, the air temperatures are getting colder, and I'm not sure how much paddling this year will happen. So I am definitely glad that we went out this weekend and that we got some time on the water and some time in the boat, because that was well needed, definitely after the second lockdown. And we don't know what's going to happen next. Anyhow, that's all that I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like this video if you like it. Leave a comment saying if you'll be doing some winter paddling and what you're wearing, so I can maybe take that in account for the next video that I'm making. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And don't forget, paddle on.
Dit is super!